Anime is a perfect medium to construct stories through smaller and bigger visual choices. For example, cold color palette of a family house can expose lack of parental love, and adding red spider lilies instead of daisies sets more sinister tones, sometimes even foreshadowing some dreadful events. Some aesthetics are associated particularly with certain animators and titles. Among them is Naoko Yamada, who shows emotions and relationships through longer shots of feet, as well as Naokatsu Tsuda, whose directorial decisions have made JoJo adaptations such a menacing experience with often changing color design. Even if an anime isn't produced by an outstanding persona, creators still want it to be at least a bit original. However, there's one particular visual element which is constantly repeated in many anime series, and that is a quick trip to Bolivia. The country can boast of the world's biggest salt flat, called Salar de Uyuni. Thanks to its smooth surface of over 10,000 kilometers covered with a thin layer of water, the ground works as a giant mirror. On a still day, the reflection is so impeccable that it's impossible to notice where the earth ends and the sky begins. We must agree that such a landscape is a wonderful visual experience which has a great potential in the visual arts. Masaaki Yuasa, creator of Devilman Crybaby and Ping Pong the Animation, thought similarly. He used the scenery in the 9th episode of Kemonozume, a crazy retelling of Romeo and Juliet, where Yuka is a human flesh-eating monster and Toshihiko kills such creatures. After 8 episodes, our lovers have already been hunted, tortured, run away, and they have nowhere else to go. Finally, they meet an old married couple who take our characters to a place resembling Salar de Uyuni. Together they talk about life and the world, and how, with time, these two become something bigger than our family, village, or even our country. And then Yuka and Toshihiko understand. It's not that they have nowhere else to go, actually they can go anywhere from here. The space which makes impression of infinite only exaggerates this feeling of endless possibilities. There are no walls, no borders. The vast sky associated with freedom is literally everywhere. Colors also play an important role. The refreshing blue of Salar de Uyuni is preceded by scenes of greyish tones when the couple feels lost, and it's followed by the brutal finale tinted red, which contrasts with the calm color of the sky. And despite this example, Salar de Uyuni mostly appears in openings and endings. It's perfect for nice, meaningful visuals in a short dynamic music video of 1 minute and 30 seconds. For example, in opening of Hyoka and Your Lie in April, the scenery is used to show how other people change, broaden the protagonist's little world. Hotaro's mundane reality is interrupted by Chitanda, who inspires the boy to do something with his life. She takes him places he never thought really existed. The same goes for Kosei. Thanks to Kaori, he can overcome his abusive past and once again enjoy playing music. On the other hand, anime such as Tokyo Ghoul and Parasite use the biggest mirror in the world to reveal protagonists' true selves. In Tokyo Ghoul's opening, the motif of reflection is constantly repeated. For example, there's a sequence where various characters are introduced while walking slowly near windows in which we see their other hidden faces. The animation welcomes us with Kaneki, a boy artificially changed into a ghoul, in the middle of Salar de Uyuni. Overwhelmed by the whole situation, he's afraid to look around this strange unknown space. At some point, Kaneki falls into the water or sky to meet his inner self, reflecting his new ghoul nature. Finally, after a fusion of both personalities, our protagonist looks straight at us. We know he's owning the place. He's again in control of his life. At least that's what he thinks. Of course, there's much more appearances of Salar de Uyuni in anime, like in Hunter x Hunter, Gintama or Number 6, to name a few. I bet you can mention some examples I've never seen before. The question is, are you tired of this infinite horizon or you want to see more of it? Personally, I'm kind of a fan, especially when animators are creative with the visuals. The space has potential to be used in various contexts and to deliver meaningful narration. After all, in the place where the earth meets the sky, the possibilities are endless. Thank you very much for your attention. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like the video, and maybe check my other pieces of art where I uncover my silly thoughts about manga and anime with passion.